This game went massive during the Elden Ring boom, and people seem to have forgotten all about it, but it does release in 3 months. Lies of P is an action, Souls-like game set in the dark Belle Époque world, and it's inspired by the classic tale of Pinocchio. I'm sure you guys might remember it now. In Lies of P, you play as Pinocchio, a puppet who's been brought to life by a mysterious Geppetto, I'm going to say. You're tasked with finding Geppetto and learning the truth about your past. Along the way, you'll explore a dark and twisted world filled with dangerous enemies. First up, it is a Souls-like game, so the combat in Lies of P looks very challenging, but yet very satisfying. You'll have access to a variety of weapons and abilities to defeat your enemies. You can also use your Pinocchio-like abilities to interact with the world in unique ways. You will require a high level of skill to master these abilities, and to take on the enemies you go up against. Lies of P is said to be a Souls-like game, which means it will be challenging and require a high level of skill to master. That's what I mean by Souls-like, because I suck at Souls-like games. I have never been able to jump into these games because I just find it too hard to attack. I just end up getting annoyed and just uninstalling the game, you know? But anyway, next up, the story. A game is only as good as its story, and Lies of P, again, is not holding back. The story of Lies of P is dark and atmospheric. It's a story about Pinocchio's journey to become human, and it's full of twists and turns. The game also features a cast of memorable characters, all of whom are struggling to survive in the cruel world that we have found ourselves in. How you play the game will in fact change the story. With your choices and situations, you can actually finish the game with multiple endings, which in a Souls-like game can be very interesting. I don't think it's been done before, so I'm excited to see how they do multiple endings in this. But you are basically tracking down Mr. Geppetto, who is the mysterious and unknown creator, who is the reason behind you actually existing. So hopefully we can find him. I assume the game's going to be quite linear, but you do have some options for controlling and making the story your own. So anyway, to conclude, Lies of P is an ambitious and exciting game, and it should appeal to fans of action RPGs. And if you're a fan of the Pinocchio story, I will want to note, as you've been seeing from the footage, it's a very dark, twisted fantasy of Pinocchio, not the cute story that we're used to. But the game is set to come out in August 2023, and it is coming out on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, which means we can all enjoy it. There is no fighting, no squabbling between us all. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please consider dropping a like on the video, as it really helps me out. And let me know in the comments if you're excited for this. I sure am. I'm just not so excited to break keyboards trying to beat the game. But anyway, guys, until I see you again, have a good one.